The charismatic presence of Dr. Castro is always a drawing card for Cubans, but adding a fluently Spanish-speaking leader like Trudeau made it an event few wanted to miss. Brotherhood and independence were the impressions both leaders wanted to convey to the world. Informal talks at an island hideaway intensified their respect for each other, and their mutual enjoyment of skin diving added to the rapport. The controversial issue of Angola was debated, and Premier Castro defended his position at a Canadian reception. He pointed out that much of his country's population is of African extraction, and so a call for solidarity from Angolans to help defend their country against South African invaders justified his support. To have a major impact in the international political arena, there was an immense effort to impress Trudeau, and many diplomatic observers believe his visit gave Cuba tentative world status as a legitimate and responsible state, an enormous lift. Castro is a dedicated revolutionary, no doubt about it. But as much as it's an old political ploy to hug babies, the Trudeau's youngest son, Michel, wasn't the only one to sense that Castro is not the fanatic, unfeeling leader many think him to be. Mr. Trudeau said there were no anti-American undertones to his visit, although it has ruffled many feathers in Washington. His mission was to diversify Canadian dependence on trade with the United States, and Premier Castro was just as eager to diversify Cuban dependence on the Soviet Union. The two leaders now have a personal relationship that ultimately trickles down to intensify people-to-people contact, a welcome thought to Canadian tourists, Havana-bound.
We cannot do anything fairer than to help the Angolan people.
Históricamente está probado.
Historically, it has been proved
de que
that
fueron los surafricanos
it was the South Africans
y las tropas de Zaire las que iniciaron la invasión de Angola.
Who began Angola's invasion.
Cronológicamente.
Chronologically.